kicker for the Saints. Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mayfield on play action. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, he bowls over it. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. This defense for the Saints, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4. A 6-yard pickup. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield now. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's out of the back of the end zone. Right here at the 25. On 1st and 10, Callahan. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 20! Touchdown, New Orleans!
Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
From the 36, Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. They go play action. Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Mayfield.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Touchdown! Odell Beckham. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Browns 17, Saints 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the counter, here's Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He completes it to Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now is back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The final shot before break. Callahan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And, Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Callahan. And this is Ertz with it. Right side. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Touchdown, Saints.
Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Looks good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And still fighting.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Browns 30, Saints 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Callahan. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Callahan. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Johnson jostles free. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mayfield off the play fake. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Complete at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. No gain on this defense. No gain. Like 22.
Back to throw. Callahan. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Let's make these babies crawl. 36. I'm going to run you over.
Looking to throw. Callahan. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Line 36. I got it. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Get ready. Mike, 36.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callahan caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down. Callahan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's caught by Bryant. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mayfield on play action. Flush to his right. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Back to throw. Callahan.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Let's bring it. Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm trying to collect.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Saints 28.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
The Browns will for the 2-point conversion.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. On first down, Callahan. And this one is incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Let's go, D. Big Sear. 43.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
They're running it. Shift.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And some room to work. And bulldozing his way through. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, Callahan. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. A gain of 6 there on first. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Second down and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown error on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that. We're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Cleveland, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans,